Hello, everyone, and welcome to, I don't know, what is this, about the fifth one of these we've done, maybe even the sixth. Time really flies. Last week, of course, I had the old banjo in my lap, and I think some people would like to see more of that. I haven't had a chance to practice this week, though, so I didn't blow the dust off of it again. But I might someday. It's just all in finding the time to practice. Well, I have a number of things I want to mention. I think the first is, we offer the mass every weekend, and this weekend it's going to be a little bit different. I've asked our pastor emeritus, Father Rush, to be the celebrant this weekend. That isn't because I'm worn out or anything like that. I just that Father Rush is an important part of our community as our pastor emeritus. And it just seems to me that it's time for the community to see him again. So I think he's looking forward to being the celebrant for this weekend's Mass. Who knows how long this shelter-in-place stuff's going to go on. I think we're currently slated to go till the middle of May. If it goes on beyond that, maybe we'll get Father Rush to do another one. But at least he'll be the celebrant for this weekend. And I, for one, am looking forward to it. That'll be great. All right. Next, something that's really been on the mind of everybody on staff here. We have a lot of people out there just kind of like twisting in the breeze, and we know it. I don't want you folks to think we've forgotten about you. I mean a bunch. Brides and grooms who have to adjust their wedding dates because of the COVID-19 pandemic. Candidates for confirmation, second grade first communicants, eighth grade graduates, and of course our RCIA catechumen and candidates for initiation into the church, parents waiting to baptize their babies. I mean, you string all these groups of people together and you're talking about a lot of folks. And I just want you to know that you're not forgotten about. You're very much on our minds. And I know that among the parish staff and also with the school, we're trying to determine, dates for things like graduation, confirmation, first communion, things like that. We don't know any of them yet because, of course, we don't know when the shelter in place is going to be over with. I just want you to know you're on our minds, you're in our prayers. And we are beginning to try to put together some dates. I'll tell you, when all of this stuff is finally over, it is going to be one hopping place around here to try to get caught up with all this stuff. But we'll make it. We'll make it. Okay. Here's some interesting news. For each of the last 2 years, our flower sale, it's one of the school's 3 big fundraisers. Our flower sale's really done well. And year before last, it was super duper. And last year, it was really super duper. And I wondered if we would ever be able to surpass last year. And I would have thought with this year's shelter in place, there's just no way we would have come up to last year's results. Well, I was talking to Kelly Reichman today, and she says, get this. Sales this year are even beyond those last year. So that is really great. Thank you so much for supporting our school flower sale. It really, really helps. Now, Kelly wants me to pass this along. By tomorrow evening, everybody who purchased flowers at the sale should receive an email. And it's going to provide specific instructions about the time, the place, and the process for picking up your order so that the social distance protocols can be honored. Because of the weather, they've changed the pickup dates. They're not going to be doing it on Friday after all. They're going to do the pickup on Saturday from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. and on Sunday from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. But I think the emails you receive by tomorrow night will reiterate all that. So there should be no confusion. I'm just passing it along because the flower sale folks have asked me to. And thank you again for participating in the flower sale. It really means so much. All right. The last thing I want to tell you about, I've been here nearly 4 years. And you know that throughout that 4 years, I write that column in the bulletin called A Little Visitation. I'm really anxious to get back to that. It's, well, frankly, I'd rather write than I would sit here and talk to you, because sitting here talking to you makes me so nervous, you see. But sitting at my desk and writing, well, I can do that just fine. Well, anyway, I've asked over and over for the staff to write in the bulletin once in a while, and they have resisted me at nearly every turn. And yet, they've come up with an idea all on their own. I don't quite understand how they did, but I think it's great. They've decided to start a blog. Yes, sir, a blog. They call it vis-a-vis, which I'm told means face-to-face. And I think they intend to continue this brand new blog even after the shelter-in-place protocols are over with. So this blog is a conversation with our visitation staff members, and they're just going to put out there whatever's on their little hearts. Isn't that right, Megan?
Pretty much.
Pretty much. All right, you heard that. So it started Monday, and they'll be posting from 2 to 4 times a week. Short messages on a variety of topics. I have to learn how to access it myself so I can see what they're telling you. Megan says that the link is on the visitation website, and it will also be included with this week's little chat. All right, I think that exhausts my list of subjects. Thank you so much for tuning in again today. I've been mildly chided for not being, more pious and religious with these blogs. I'm just telling you about events around the parish. I figure you get all the piety and the morality and all that stuff for Sunday Mass, you know. So I think I'll just keep it topical, unless you strenuously object. Everybody stay safe and stay strong, and I look forward to visiting with you again next week. God bless, and bye for now.